There's a killer up north that's white on the outside and black underneath. Black skin, under all that fur. It can weigh more than 3 grown men. And it doesn't roar, doesn't charge across the open ice to warn you. It waits. It stalks. It comes up through the water where you'd never think to look. The largest land predator alive isn't loud. That's the part that should scare you. Let's be clear about the size of the thing. An adult male polar bear can run from 300 to 800 kilograms. That's up to 1,760 pounds. No land carnivore on Earth is heavier. It's a close cousin of the brown bear. The two can still breed together, but the polar bear went a different way. Slimmer. A narrower skull. A longer neck. And teeth that are sharper, more built for cutting meat than a brown bear's. This isn't a scavenger that got big. It's a specialist. And what it specializes in is killing. Everything about it is a weapon shaped by cold. The fur looks white, but the skin beneath is black. Under that, a thick layer of fat. The paws are huge, wide enough to spread its weight across thin ice, and to paddle it through freezing water like oars. Scientists actually class it as a marine mammal, because it lives and dies by the sea ice. It doesn't just survive the Arctic. It rules the parts of it nothing else can reach. Here's how it hunts, and it's colder than you'd expect. Its main prey is the seal, the ringed seal especially. Seals have to breathe. So they keep holes open in the ice. And the bear knows this. It will lie beside a breathing hole and simply wait. No movement. For as long as it takes. When the seal surfaces for a breath of air, the bear is already there. Other times it stalks across the ice, low and patient, or it comes at the prey from the water itself. There's no chase. No warning. Just the moment the seal realizes it's not alone, and by then it's too late. And here's the detail that tells you what kind of predator this really is. The bear doesn't primarily go for the meat. It goes for the blubber, the seal's thick, energy-rich fat. That's the fuel it needs to survive the cold. It's not cruelty. It's arithmetic. In an environment that would kill almost anything else, the polar bear turned the math of survival into a hunting strategy. It also takes on far bigger targets when it can: walruses, even beluga whales, and land animals when the ice is gone. For most of the year this animal is alone. It doesn't need a pack. But in the breeding season the males guard the females and fight off rivals, and a fight between two of the largest predators on land is not something you want to be near. In winter, the mothers dig into the snow, into maternity dens, and give birth in the dark and cold. The cubs stay with her for up to 2.5 years. She teaches them the waiting, the stalking, the whole quiet machinery of the hunt. Now here's the part that should unsettle you most, and it isn't about the seal. There are only somewhere between 22,000 and 31,000 of these bears left. The IUCN calls the species vulnerable. And the sea ice, the platform it hunts from, the whole reason it exists, is melting. Less ice means less access to seals. It means malnutrition. Starvation. A predator this powerful, slowly running out of the ground beneath its feet. And there's a second edge to that. As the ice vanishes, the bears are forced onto land. Closer to people. A hungry apex predator, out of its element, with nowhere left to hunt. Think about what we're actually looking at. Not a monster. A machine of the cold, perfected over hundreds of thousands of years, split off from the brown bear before we were anything at all. Built to wait at a hole in the ice for the one breath a seal has to take. And now the ice it needs is going, and the most dangerous land predator on the planet is being pushed toward the one thing it never had to compete with: us. It survived the ice ages. What comes next, it may not have been built for. If this crawled under your skin, subscribe. We go deep on the Arctic's other quiet killers next.